What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2020 NASCAR Predictions video that you guys have been waiting for. Yes, this is a video that I've been wanting to make since last year, and I've been really excited because last year's video was not very good. This year's 2020 NASCAR Predictions video is going to be a lot better. There's edits, and there's just a lot of good stuff in this year's predictions video. Now, here is how the predictions are going to work. It is mainly going to be made up of Cup Series predictions. There is, however, one non-Cup prediction in this. And of course, we have some sprinkled in there where they're just spread out. You'll get the gist once we get started with this prediction video. But there are 20 predictions. Let's just get started with it. So, the first prediction I have is that we are going to have 4 first-time winners in 2020. It doesn't really matter which 4 drivers are going to win, but you look at the list of drivers we have. You have Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, William Byron, Matt DiBenedetto, Daniel Suarez if he does go race full-time this year, Tyler Reddick, John Nemechek. There's a lot of drivers that could end up winning their first career races. So I feel like we are going to have 4 first-time winners in 2020. Prediction number 2. Not only will Christopher Bell win once this year, he will win twice. The car that he's driving, which is a Vine Family Racing car, will end up being much closer aligned this year, and it'll be like a Furniture Row racing car. Combined with Christopher Bell's talent, I think both those pairing will work together well, and Christopher Bell will win twice. Only twice, though. Prediction number 3. This is the only non-Cup Series prediction. Hailie Deegan is going to run Eldora, and this will be her only Truck Series start in 2020. I believe Hailie Deegan will run Eldora. I know that she did not say she is going to, but she has said that she wants to run Eldora. I think she will run Eldora in 2020. It's not on her schedule yet, but I believe it'll get announced later this year that she will run Eldora in 2020. Prediction number 4, there will be 2 photo finishes that will take place this year. One of them is going to happen on a restrictor plate, and one of them is going to happen on either a short track or a mile and a half. Prediction number 5. Kyle Busch is going to win at least 5 races in 2020. Kyle Busch has been unstoppable in the last few years. Since the Gen 6 car, he has been the best driver in the Gen 6 era, and this is the last year in the Gen 6 era. Kyle Busch still top of his game, still at his peak. He will get past that 60-win career mark, and he's going to win at least 5 races. I don't know how many races he's going to win, but he's going to win more than at least 5 races. Probably more than 5. Prediction number 6. Mark Truex Jr., he's not slowing down like some people think he is going to slow down. I believe he will win 4 races. It'll only be 4 races, but he will win 4 races. Even though Cole Pearn's not going to be the crew chief on the box, I think Mark Truex Jr. is going to win 4 races in 2020. Prediction number 7. This guy has been due for a win since 2017 at Dover. It is his final year. I believe Jimmie Johnson will score only 1 win, but he will score his final career win in his final season in 2020. I don't know what track he's going to win, but I believe Jimmie Johnson will score 1 win in 2020. Prediction number 8. Chase Elliott is going to win 4 races in 2020. I predicted he win 5 or more. I kind of went way too crazy last year with how many wins I thought Chase Elliott was going to have. But Chase Elliott will score 4 wins in 2020. Just 4 races. I think the playoffs are going to work really well for him. I think he's going to be very strong. And I feel like he'll get at least 1 or 2 wins before the playoffs start. He's getting to that elite level already as a young driver, and I think he's going to continue to grow as a driver in this sport. Prediction number 9. Another Christopher Bell prediction. I believe Christopher Bell is going to win this year's Rookie of the Year. He will have some challenges from guys like Cole Custer and Tyler Reddick, but he has the best car of these 3 drivers, and I think he's just going to edge Cole Custer on that mark. Tyler Reddick, I think even though he's going to be stronger than people think he is, he's going to be pretty strong. I don't think Tyler Reddick is going to be able to challenge even Cole Custer and Christopher Bell for that Rookie of the Year. John Nemechek, he's not as good of a car. I think he'll get a top 25 this year in the standings, but I don't think John Hunter will be there. then Brendan Poole, Quinn Halford are just going to be back markers this year. So that's why I believe Christopher Bell will be your Rookie of the Year. Prediction number 10. Joe Gibbs will win at least 10 races. At least 10 races. They're still at the top of their game. They're the best team in the sport. I think at least 10 wins, not out of the question. I could even see them winning possibly 15, even 20 races this year. But we'll see what happens in 2020. Prediction number 11. Kyle Larson will come back this year and win at least 3 races in 2020. Kyle Larson last year started off in a really rough spot. He did not win until Dover, but as the season went on, he got really good, and he went from being kind of like a guy who wasn't even in the top 20 points to being one of the top 8 drivers in the series. And I think that he is going to have another big year in 2020. He will only win 3 races, but I think he's going to be really consistent enough, and he's going to be strong in 2020. Prediction number 12. William Byron is finally going to break through and not only win his first career NASCAR race, but he is going to win his second career race as well. William Byron last year showed strides of confidence. Chad Knaus came over in 2019 and turned William Byron around. Like I said, William Byron just showed a lot of strides of confidence in 2020, and I think he is going to break out in 2020. I think he will win multiple races. I think he will help Hendrick kind of get back at the top of their game. They were so strong last year. I mean, they weren't like Kyle Busch level or like Chase Elliott level or anything, but William Byron in his sophomore year had a big upbringing in a personal level and a driver as well. I think he's going to really show how good of a driver he truly is. Prediction number 13. This guy that I'm predicting will win one race is Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto will either win on a road course or he will win on a short track or a win at Michigan. Matt DiBenedetto last year outperformed the equipment that he was in. They were not as aligned as people thought they were going to be. And I think that Matt DiBenedetto will win a race in 2020. I just think it'll be only one race, but he will get his first career win in 2020. Prediction number 14. Another guy that will get his first career win, and it will only get one win, is Cole Custer. Cole Custer, I think, is going to impress a lot of people this year. I think he's going to outperform what Daniel Suarez did last year, and I believe Cole Custer will win one race. Prediction number 15, Eric Almirola will score one win as well in 2020. And I do not believe that Eric Almirola is going to win on a super speedway racetrack. I believe he's going to win on a short track or a mile-and-a-half racetrack. I think Eric Almirola didn't have as good of a year last year. Again, SHR was down. But again, Eric Almirola he didn't have as good of a year last year. He was consistently okay, but he fell off in the end of the year and just wasn't at that elite level. I think he'll get a win. Prediction number 16. Kevin Harvick is going to win at least 3 races in 2020. Kevin Harvick, even though he was kind of on a down year last year, still Kevin Harvick in a down year still scored 4 wins and made the Final Four. Kevin Harvick will win at least 3 races. He's going to still be a top contender. He will get that 50th career win this year, and I think he's going to continue to show strides as a driver. Yes, he is getting older, but I think he will get his first career win. Not first career win, why did I say that? His 3 wins next year. Number 17 on the predictions. Another Jimmie Johnson prediction. Why did I predict another Jimmie Johnson prediction? Because Jimmie Johnson is going to win the pole for the Daytona 500. I think it's destiny. I think he's going to win the pole for this year's upcoming Daytona 500. I think he's going to be really strong in 2020 at the qualifying. Header Motorsports is always good, but as Jimmie Johnson is in his final year, I think he's going to be really tough to beat for that Daytona 500. He'll have challenges from his teammates, but I don't think they're going to be able to beat him. Prediction number 18. Chris Buescher will make the playoffs just on speed alone. Do I think Chris Buescher is going to win a race this year? No. But I believe that Chris Buescher will make the playoffs. I think he's going to be a tough cookie to beat, but he's going to make the 16 command cutoff. I don't think he'll get past the round of 16 personally, but I do believe that Chris Buescher will make the playoffs in 2020. Prediction number 19, another Roush prediction. Ryan Newman is going to win one race. Now, do I think he'll make the playoffs? No. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. So how does he win one race, but he's not going to make the playoffs? Ryan Newman is not going to win a race in the regular season. I think Ryan Newman's going to have a little bit of a down year. I think he's still going to be a top 20 driver. I don't think that's going to change. But I do not believe that Ryan Newman will make the playoffs. He's going to win I feel like he's going to win the Fall Talladega race. I really do think he is. He almost won it last year. Last year in a photo finish against Ryan Blaney, and technically Denny Hamlin was in that 3-wide photo finish as well. I think Ryan Newman will win that Talladega race. I really think he is, that Fall Talladega race. I think it's just redemption and destiny for him, but he will not make the playoffs. Now, to the final prediction, and it is the 2020 Daytona 500 champion. I'm going to do my pick here for the 500 as well. Now, I will do that pick as well later in the year, but my pick to win the Daytona 500. This guy should have won 2 of the last 3 Daytona 500s. He almost won in 2017. He dominated this race in 2018, and he should have won. My pick to win this year's 2020 Daytona 500 is going to be Ryan Blaney. I think Ryan Blaney's finally going to win it. I think he's been so close to winning it the last few years. I think he finally breaks through and scores that illustrious Daytona 500 wins. So, those are my 2020 NASCAR predictions. So, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so to notify a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on all my social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links in the description below with that. And comment below your opinions on the video. What you think of the video? If you're new, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.